Happy birthday. Born on the 28th of April, you will be born in the period of Taurus, and you will have a horoscope which is very, very extremely ambitious because you want to be famous, you want to be well known in everything that you do, you want to be popular, and you will want to mix with people of high standard and a high way of living. But you could become a perfectionist. That's my worry. A perfectionist is a person who demands very high standards from everybody. And that could be a problem because we are all born with different horoscopes. We cannot perhaps match your horoscope in the standard of life that you demand. So tell yourself that you've got to improve your tolerance for others, and that will automatically help you to improve your teamwork. Otherwise, you'll end up doing everything yourself because you feel that unless you do it, it won't be done well, and you'll trap yourself. You won't have time to enjoy life. You'll be doing everybody else's work, whether in job, whether in business, whether at home. So it doesn't mean lower your standard. It means that understand other people and try to improve your tolerance. You have a very creative, very imaginative horoscope. And I like that because you are going to make a difference for the world. You're going to come up with some kind of wonderfulness because you have a horoscope that wants to have the originality of ideas. You want to be first in whatever you do. So you could be the inventor. You could be the one who will get things the way it should be done, whether in manual areas like inventing objects, or whether being a person who could become a very good leader as well. You have a very fast temper, and so you have to count to five before you say or do anything. At least then people will not see how your bad temper destroys everything you're trying to build. Sometimes you could be your worst enemy if you show your temper or if you take the aggressive mode. So count to five before a meeting, whether at home, whether in job, whether in business, whether anywhere. And those 5 seconds will wake your brain up to say, don't do it or don't say it. In terms of travel, you'll be a great traveler and you will be easily to migrate to another country of your birth. And you'll be a person happy to settle down with foreign people or people of another race. And so this travel can be for holiday, can be for the job you're looking there somewhere in the world. It could be for business because you'll make a great trader. You'll have a third eye, which is going to be very good for you. It's believed that we are all born with three eyes, but for most people, the third eye will not awaken, and so it is pushed to the back of the head where it does not mean much anymore. But in your case, it wants to stay right in the front, and therefore it will give you the chances of having premonition or having some kind of gift to understand the future and what the future needs. It will develop slowly. It will develop slowly. It all now is a matter of looking at your palms and knowing your full date of birth to see certain planets when they will mature. But it's a matter of time. The horoscope says that from the age of 1 up to the age of 27, you will have a lack of direction and you will have difficulties in getting exactly what you want to do, whether in job, whether in business, whether in marriage, whether in love, whether in anything. So you're not ready for any long-term situations until you enter the age of 28. Now, when you enter the age of 28, you can start thinking and making progress of long-term activity like marriage or putting money down for a house or any kind of long-term investment in people or in a job or in business. Then you'll be much better off. You have a horoscope, as I said, which has the originality of ideas. You could be a great writer because you are shown to be imaginative and creative, a great dancer, a great singer, a great actor, a great actress, whatever the creativity and imagination needs. Or you could be an artist of some kind or another. So you are made for the arts, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't be a great doctor or a great lawyer or a very imaginative architect. You could even do all that. Now you have some planets which make you very rebellious, which means you have not much regard for rules and regulations. And you have to be careful that your level of independence may be high. Your palms will show that. And if your palms show that your level of independence is very high, that's a problem because you won't be able to merge with teamwork and you'll be wanting to go into business for the wrong reason simply to be independent. Be very careful of that. There's a planet called Jupiter, which is very active but not well placed in your horoscope, make you dominating and make you a person very pushy and person very hasty and impatient as well and argumentative. Try to quieten down this planet so it doesn't make you too much of a handful for people. Now, I want to talk to you about the calendar year 2019. The calendar year 2019 is going to be your foundation. In fact, it's a foundation for everybody because within 12 to 24 hours, everybody would have moved into 2019. So it means everything for everybody. In your case, you have to be careful that some planets there want you to expand in what you want to do, want you to grow and enlarge in whatever you want you to be attracted to business. So it's a planet that wants to make you feel greater and have more responsibility and just do things on a big scale. But be careful. This planet is not very stable. I see three of them, these planets. They are not very stable. They make you over daring as well. And they make you think of wanting to just take charge and dominate situations or dominate people. You got to go slow with this planet because what's happened now is that your calendar year of 2019 has put level of problems at 40%, 35 to 40% things can go wrong because these groups of planets make you behave that way. But you'll still have 60 to 65 uh, percent of good luck from other planets. Now it all depends on what age you are in 2019 before your birthday or after your birthday until the end of 31st of December. It depends on your age now. Age is a very personal affair. It's a very personal affair. So depending on what age you are, I will be able to tell you to go ahead and go after for what you want or to lie low. That's what I don't know your age. All I know is you're born on the 28th of April. So based on this information, I would say always remind yourself as long as you're in 2019, there will be the element of risk, whether emotional risk, whether physical risk, or whether mental risk of things going wrong. So go slow and be cautious that the 35, 40% means a lot. When you make a mistake like that, you'll have to pay very dearly. Well, since I don't know your age, I'm going to give you some samples of ages to show you how ages work. Now, if you happen to be the ages of 19 or 28 or 37 or 46 or 55 or 64 or 73 or 82 is going to be a very eventful age for you. Eventful means that very important things are waiting to happen, including long term, whatever you want to do. So eventful things are waiting to happen for you. Now, you're you will want to do things one way or another to reach for the stars and to be famous and to want to do something like that. Well, go ahead, but keep in mind that 35 to 40% of foundation is weak. So don't go all out to expose yourself just for the sake of your ego. Many planets at your age of 28 have a very big ego. So they transfer this ego onto you. So for the sake of wanting to be known for something important, you will expose yourself to risk. But I like your ages, which I've just mentioned, and you're going to overcome many difficulties, and you're going to reach for the stars. Your popularity will be very strong, and you will find long term whatever you do will be well at these ages which I've just mentioned. I'm going to mention some ages which may produce problems for you. And if you're of these ages, you have to be very careful. Now, if you happen to be the ages of 13 or 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67 or 76, you have to be very, very careful in the remainder of 2019. You may already have found that if you're of these negative ages before your birthday, the troubles would have been terrible. And if you're going to be these ages I've just mentioned, from today, the 20th of April, up to the 31st of December 2019, tell yourself the risk factor is just too high because these group of planets are very fast and they are the planets which I call the planets of unexpected badness. So bad things happen to make it worse unexpectedly. So accidents of all kind, whether in business, whether in job, whether in emotions, whether verbal accidents, whether physical accidents, all waiting to happen. You have to go slow. So this is, for example, how I will tackle ages. Now I don't know your age, so or your don't know your full date of birth, so I won't be able to tell that to you. But you just be careful. You need to have a nice with me. In that 90 minutes, I talk to you about your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms and all areas of your life, age by age, calendar year by calendar year, the 7, 8, or 9 years. I will go into detail and tell you what I can do for you. And that will cost you USD $50. But let me go ahead first with other things. I want to talk to you about your health. Now, all I know is you're born on the 20th of April, but based on that, you're going to have more than your share of allergies of all kinds. The skin allergies, sinusitis, allergies to your eyes, and even allergies to your digestion. Your digestion may go very gastric because of these allergies. Too much acid moves in, so you've got to eat on time. And be careful that these allergies are going to be lifelong. And you got to worry about your blood pressure. It could be high, it could be low. It's moving around very erratically. So you got to be very cautious of that. Be careful of your ankles and your knees. They are attracting accidents of all kind, or could be uric acid, and you may have gout problems with the ankles or the knees. I don't want to say too much about your health because all I know is born on the 20th of April. When you see me with your full date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, I'll give you into detail what may go wrong so that you are going to find out before things happen health wise going wrong. You'll find out and you'll be able to play safe, see doctors early. Well, in this 90-minute session, which will cost you USD 50, I'll be able to guide you for your next 7, 8, or 9 years. You have a horoscope that has a very nice ending in life. And in that nice ending in life, you'll further educate yourself. It'll maybe never too late for you. You will re-look at the situation in your life. You'll become a person where your third eye will become very active as you grow older. And I will teach you when you see me. You don't have to wait to be older to activate this third eye. I will show you how to activate your third eye so that you can throw messages, so that you can have premonition, so that in business you can use it, whether in financial speculation you will know what's going to happen. The third eye can be used for everything, not just for spiritualism. But as you grow older, you will become more spiritualized. Spiritualism doesn't mean religion. Spiritualism just means you have more care for mankind, more care for everything around you, and the peaceful side of you will want to emerge. That's what it means. So you have all that happening for you. Well, it's going to be a very interesting life. Now, if I knew your date of birth fully, or if I knew your time of birth, we could talk on and on, but I don't. So I would say send me an email to Andy Horo 9, ANDI HORO 9, the number 9, Andy Horo 9 at gmail.com. And let's plan this 90-minute session just for USD 50. You're going to know your 7, 8, or 9 years. And based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers. I'll give you a lot of information, your lucky days, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, your lucky colors, more and more information from the universe so that you'll be ready to go for the big time. And that way you'll have a chance to excel and be the person who wants his name to be known, recognition to be had, to be famous, and to travel the globe. All that's waiting for you. So contact me and we'll get down to it. Until then, I wish you a very happy birthday and I wish you all the success that you want. It's a matter of time that you will get it. So let's find out when you will get it and you can start planning for it as soon as possible. Happy birthday again. Goodbye.